How can we attract and keep excellent principals and teachers in our schools? Would rewarding them for their performance help? A new report commissioned by the U.S. Department of Education's Institute of Education Sciences tries to answer these types of questions. It examines what would happen if educator pay were based, in part, on their performance. It looks at a program called the Teacher Incentive Fund. Tiff was established by Congress in 2006 to fund new approaches to compensate and support teachers and principals in high-need schools.
The Department of Education gave districts the discretion to design their programs, but bonuses were expected to meet a few requirements. Bonuses were required to be differentiated, meaning that bonuses for the highest performing teachers should be much larger than the average bonus. The department also required that bonuses be substantial in size and challenging to earn. This report focuses on 10 districts in 7 states that had fully implemented a TIF program for 2 years. In these districts, schools were assigned by lottery to one of 2 groups. Each group of schools implemented very similar programs. They used the same criteria to measure teacher performance, including student achievement and classroom observations. They provided high-performing teachers the opportunity to increase their pay by taking on additional roles, like becoming a mentor teacher, and they provided teachers with professional development. The 2 study groups differed in that the teachers and principals in one group could earn bonuses based on their performance, while teachers and principals in the other group could not. The report first looked at whether the district's performance bonuses were differentiated, substantial, and challenging. We found that the highest performing teachers received a bonus of about $7,000, which was much larger, more than 3 times the average bonus of $1,800. This was consistent with the grant's guidance for differentiation. However, we found that the bonuses were not consistent with the guidance for substantial or challenging. The average teacher bonus was about 4% of the average salary, less than the grant's guidance of 5%. And more than 60% of teachers received a bonus, suggesting that bonuses were not challenging to earn.
The study also examined whether offering educators performance bonuses affected student achievement.
In reading, we found a small positive effect. After 2 years of TIF, students' reading scores were higher by 1 percentile point in the schools that offered performance bonuses compared with the schools that did not. This effect was equivalent to about 3 additional weeks of learning. In math, the effects were similar in size to those in reading, but were not statistically significant. For a performance bonus policy to work, educators need to understand how they are being evaluated and the criteria for earning a bonus. In the schools that offered performance bonuses, only about half of eligible teachers near the end of the first year of the program understood their eligibility for a bonus. Near the end of the second year, more understood their eligibility. But even so, about 1/3 of eligible teachers still were unaware that they could potentially earn a bonus. They also thought the maximum bonus was only about 2/5 the size of the actual maximum bonuses that districts awarded.
The study team is continuing to follow these schools in the 3rd and 4th years of their TIF programs to determine if teachers' awareness of the program improves and if there are larger effects on student achievement